ಯೋ
Ministry of External Affairs advises international celebrities to ascertain facts related to farmers' protests before sensationalizing anything on social media, asserts India's stand against propaganda. Host of Indian actors and ministers support MEA's hashtag India Against Propaganda and hashtag India Together. Government issues notice to Twitter to comply with its order to remove contents and accounts related to farmer genocide. The hashtag was factually incorrect and designed to spread hatred. Rajya Sabha discusses motion of thanks on President's address. Discussion also includes farmers' issues as demanded by the opposition. 3 Aam Aadmi Party MPs sent out of the upper house due to unruly behaviour for the day. Lok Sabha also to discuss motion of thanks to President's address. Supreme Court appointed expert committee on farm reform laws meets today. 2 farmer associations from Maharashtra also attended the meeting to present their views, while Supreme Court refuses to hear petition seeking probe into the tractor rally violence. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh inaugurates Asia's biggest aerospace and defence show, Aero India, centred around Atmanirbhar Bharat. Again highlights the world's attention on state-sponsored and state-inflicted terrorism against India, says India is prepared to defeat any misadventure at the border. The army-headed government in Myanmar announces a new state administrative council, also reconstitutes Union Election Commission. UN Security Council holds closed-door consultations to arrive at a consensus statement. G7 ministers call upon Myanmar's army, Tatmadaw, to immediately end the state of emergency. Hello and welcome. You're watching DD India with me, Munmun Bhattacharya. Let's get started with our top story. The government has issued a notice to Twitter to comply with its order to remove contents or accounts related to farmer genocide. Content on farmer genocide hashtag was posted on Twitter, which was designed to inflame passions, hatred and factually incorrect information. This is a motivated campaign to abuse, inflame and create tension in society on unsubstantiated grounds. The Ministry of Electronics and IT, that is METI, has directed Twitter to block around 250 tweets or Twitter accounts of farmer genocide hashtag and those making fake and provocative tweets on the 30th of January. This was done on the request of Ministry of Home Affairs and law enforcement agencies to prevent any escalation of law and order in view of the ongoing farmer agitation. Twitter has blocked these tweets or Twitter accounts. Meanwhile, Bollywood stars Akshay Kumar, Ajay Devgan, Sunil Shetty, singer Kailash Kher and senior BJP leaders on Wednesday said that citizens should focus on the government's efforts to resolve the ongoing farmer crisis rather than paying attention to quote-unquote half-truths and those creating differences. Sharing the MEA statement on Twitter, actor Akshay Kumar said that the efforts by the government to resolve the issue are evident. Actor Sunil Shetty also shared the MEA statement on Twitter, saying nothing is more dangerous than half-truth. Singer Kailash Kher said that anti-India can stoop to any level to defame the country. JP Nadda has meanwhile said that India stands united against all attempts to malign India through propaganda and fake narratives. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman tweeted, "Before rushing to comment on such matters, we would urge that the facts be ascertained and a proper understanding of the issues at hand be undertaken." And our correspondent Vishal Baristo is now joining us. So Vishal, we are hearing from a number of Bollywood celebrities, Vishal saying that one must focus attention on government's efforts to resolve the farmer issue that has cropped up over the past several months instead of trying to sell half-truths to the people.
Well, absolutely. Very good evening to you, Munmun. Half-baked truth is more dangerous than anything else, and this is what our Bollywood actors have been saying. And the government has already initiated steps against Twitter, asking Twitter to immediately block all the fake news hashtags because it is terrorism and not genocide as is being claimed by some of the hashtags, and 253 have been asked to be blocked. Twitter has also been asked by the government that it is not sitting on the judgment seat and it should look into the matter. This is an internal matter of India's law and order. And also what happened on the 26th of January, the whole nation and the whole world has seen while the whole country was celebrating, and also Indians settled abroad were celebrating the National Festival of India. What happened on the streets of Delhi, what happened at Red Fort is certainly terrorism and not what the so-called farmers or were not farmers. So the Twitter has been asked to immediately block these accounts, otherwise it would be facing penal action. So definitely the move has been initiated, and we, the people of the country, we should also understand that such attempts to malign the image of India, malign the position of India at international level globally is part of an agenda which is certainly not Indian.
Absolutely. Did this issue of anti-India propaganda on Twitter find an echo in Parliament as well?
Well, 4:30 is the time when the House commences again. We would get to know because the moment for 4 o'clock the lower house assembled, Congress Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary came up with his demand that the farmers issue should be discussed, and there were ruckus in the house, so the house was adjourned for half an hour. Now we would get to know as to how the House reacts on it, because when some of the members were asked to react, they said that the government has already initiated its step and the House is about to assemble, so we'll get back to you. So we need to wait for some more time, but that is going to be very interesting as to how the opposition that has been spearheading or being part of that so-called farmers' protest reacts to it, because it is definitely against the image of the country, and the image of the country is bigger than anybody, and there cannot be any politics accepted on this issue.
Absolutely, Vishal, and can you also fill us in on whether Twitter has acted against all those Twitter accounts that used the hashtag which constitutes anti-India propaganda?
Well, Munmun, we'll have to wait for some more time to find out the details, because there is not one handle, there are 253 in totality. So let's wait for some more time and we'll have the details for you.
Absolutely, Vishal. So Vishal Baristo reporting from Parliament on what's happened over the last few hours, where the government has issued a directive to Twitter to block all those Twitter accounts that have been spreading anti-India propaganda. Well, thank you, Vishal, for those updates from Parliament. Let's move on now. The Ministry of External Affairs has responded to the recent comments made by foreign individuals and entities on the ongoing farmers' protests. Issuing a statement, the ministry has urged that before rushing to comment on such matters, all the facts must be ascertained and one should have a proper understanding of the issues at hand. The MEA further stated that the temptation of sensationalist social media hashtags and comments, especially when resorted to by celebrities and others, is neither accurate nor responsible. After repeated disruptions, Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 9 a.m. tomorrow. Earlier discussion on motion of thanks on the President's address continued in Rajya Sabha.
On Thursday, the 4th February 2021.
Initiating the discussion, BJP MP Bhubaneswar Kalita highlighted several measures taken up by the central government for the welfare of farmers. He asserted that the centre is ready to discuss every issue of farmers through proper channels.
There had been no reduction of rights and facilities of the farmers. Through these agricultural reforms, the government has given new rights to the farmers. Many rounds of discussions are already taken place, and door is always open for further discussion, so that this issue of farm laws can be resolved amicably.
During the discussion, BJP MP from Uttar Pradesh Vijay Pal Singh said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led government has taken various steps for welfare of farmers.
आबादी हमारी 18% है, भूमि हमारे पास 2.4% है, पानी हमारे पास 4.2% है। कम भूमि और इस कम पानी में कैसे हम $5 ट्रिलियन पर इसको पहुंचाएंगे, चुनौती भरा काम है। लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जिस तरह से कृषि के क्षेत्र में उनकी नेतृत्व में सरकार ने कदम उठाए हैं, उससे ये बिल्कुल संभव है कि कृषि की आय भी बढ़ेगी और ये $5 ट्रिलियन की अर्थव्यवस्था भी होगी।
Meanwhile, the opposition has thanked the government for increasing the duration of the discussion from 5 hours to 15 hours on the motion of thanks in the President's address.
राष्ट्रपति के मोशन ऑफ थैंक्स से पहले कोई बिजनेस नहीं लिया जाता, इसलिए हम सब लोग जितने विपक्ष के लोग हैं 18-19 पार्टियां मिलके हमने तय किया कि अगर मोशन ऑफ थैंक्स से पहले डिस्कशन किसानों का नहीं होता है तो जो डिस्कशन उस दिन होना चाहिए था किसानों के लिए ही, वो हम राष्ट्रपति जी के अभिभाषण में उसकी चर्चा करेंगे 5 घंटे। तो वो 5 घंटे जो किसानों की चर्चा करनी थी अलग से बिल्कुल स्टैंड अलोन, वो हम चर्चा करेंगे माननीय राष्ट्रपति के अभिभाषण में, और वो 5 घंटे वहां बढ़ाए जाएं 15 घंटे। और सरकार का मैं धन्यवाद करता हूं कि उन्होंने हम सबकी मांग मांगी।
Leader of Opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad also expressed happiness over successfully conducting the local body elections in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier in the day, the government and opposition had agreed to discuss the issue of farmers. The duration of the discussion has been increased from 5 hours to 15 hours, like I said.
More time should be given to the discussion on President motion. And if kindly Chair can agree, we have arrived with a consensus after speaking to the leader of opposition and arrived at a consensus with the other leaders. We can allot more time with your permission for this particular motion, and for that today question hour may be suspended and tomorrow question hour and 0 hour may be suspended, and we can take it for 15 hours so that all the parties can also participate in the discussion.
Let's now go across to BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra's press conference.
जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अपने एजेंट्स और अपने लोगों को भेजा है हुड़दंग करने के लिए, यहां पर हिंसा फैलाने के लिए, ताकि किसानों का आंदोलन बदनाम हो जाए। So that in fact the किसान आंदोलन, the name of the किसान आंदोलन is tarred, is blackened. और आज जब वही हुड़दंगी गिरफ्तार हो रहे हैं तो आप कह रहे हैं कि इनको रिहा कर दीजिए, तभी जाके बातचीत होगी। आप कह रहे हैं इनको रिहा कर दीजिए क्योंकि ये अच्छे लोग हैं। कैसे? आपको क्यों इतनी पीड़ा हो रही है? आप तो इन्हें बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता और एजेंट बता रहे थे। इनको तथ्यों के आधार पर, अगर दिल्ली पुलिस सीसीटीवी की फुटेज के आधार पर, जो फुटेज जनता ने सामने रखी है और जो फुटेज पब्लिक कंजम्पशन के लिए एविडेंसेस के आधार पर जो तथ्य कोर्ट में प्रस्तुत किए जाएंगे, उनके आधार पर गिरफ्तारी हो रही है। आप कह रहे हैं छोड़ दीजिए। अर्थात ये आप ही के लोग थे, अर्थात ये कांग्रेस पार्टी आप ही के लोग थे ना, जिनके लिए आप इतने चिंतित हैं और लीगल एड देंगे। वरना मैं तो नहीं मानता हूं कि इस देश में ऐसी कोई संस्था होगी जो अनार्की फैलाने वालों, जो हिंसा फैलाने वालों और 26 जनवरी में जो दुर्घटना हुई थी उनके साथ कोई भी संस्था खड़ी होगी, ऐसा तो मुझे नहीं लगता। स्वाभाविक रूप से ये प्रश्न राहुल गांधी जी के लिए है, क्या ये लोग आपके हैं जो आप इनके लिए लीगल एड देने के लिए तत्पर हैं? राहुल गांधी जी ने आज कहा, बहुत दुख के साथ मुझे कहना पड़ रहा है, मैं वो सेंटेंस लिख के लाया, उन्होंने कहा यह सरकार किसानों को मारना चाहती है। यह सरकार सबका साथ, सबका विकास और सबके विश्वास, इस मंत्र के आधार पर काम करती है। किसी को मारना यह सरकार नहीं चाहती है। सब कैसे उभरे, सब कैसे आगे बढ़े, सब कैसे विकास करे, इसकी चाहत इस सरकार की है। किसान, मजदूर, मजलूम, महिला, युवक, सबके लिए किसानों की सरकार काम करती है, हमारी सरकार।
There you heard BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra addressing a press conference heading out at the top leadership of the Congress, saying why is the Congress sympathetic to those who indulged in violence on the 26th of January, and why is it asking for legal aid to be given to those who are being arrested by the law and order machinery. Let's move on now. JDU's Rajya Sabha MP Ram Chandra Prasad Singh has said that farm bills will be beneficial to farmers. He added that all the three bills are to support the farmers and will help them increase their income.
उसकी इच्छा नहीं है, वो नहीं करेगा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। उसकी सुविधा है, उसको सहूलियत मिलेगी, उसकी आमदनी बढ़ेगी, वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करेगा। तीनों बिलों में कहीं कोई किसान विरोधी नहीं है।
Rajya Sabha Chairperson M. Venkaiah Naidu today instructed members of the House to not record the proceedings of the House using their mobile phones. The Chairperson said recording of the House proceedings and then circulating it on social media amounts to breach of privilege and contempt of the House.
Are using their mobile phones to record the proceedings of the House while sitting in the chamber. Such conduct is against parliamentary etiquette and is not expected from the honourable members. Members should desist from such unwarranted activities inside the chamber. Such unauthorized recording of the proceedings of House and its circulation in the social media may lead to breach of privilege and contempt of the House. Even the sections of the media who have now started using some of it, they have been advised please not to do it because that is not authorized, and then you will be liable for the consequences thereon. Keeping that in mind, I hope everybody will follow the rules.
Opposition members created a ruckus in the Lok Sabha as the proceedings started in the lower house at 4 p.m. The Speaker adjourned the House till 4:30 p.m. I understand Vishal, our correspondent, is joining us now. Vishal, when the Lok Sabha resumed, was there ruckus and has it been adjourned for the day?
हिंदुस्तान को बदनाम कर, चाहे वो रिहाना हो, चाहे
the opposition in the upper house thanks the chairman of the upper house that they have increased the timing of discussion, and in the lower house the opposition is creating a ruckus. Now this is simply not understandable why they are creating a ruckus again and again, and why the house has to be adjourned, because they are all responsible member of parliament, and if anything has to be discussed, should be discussed on the table of the house, and there is no point in creating a ruckus. Again, the house has been disturbed and it has been adjourned till 5 p.m. And as you heard, the BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra is asking Congress as to why is Congress supporting those who created unruly scenes in Delhi on that also on the Republic Day, who took law and order in their hands, and why is Congress demanding legal help for those who have been taken into custody for taking law and order in their hands, for creating a law and order problem, for attacking the police, for attacking the vandalizing the public property, the national property. Now these are the questions that Congress need to answer, rather than again creating problems in the proceedings of the House.
Absolutely. So you're telling us that Lok Sabha has been adjourned till 5 p.m. as of now. After that, will there be an attempt from the side of the chair to continue the discussion on motion of thanks on the President's address?
Well, the speaker has been again and again asking all the members to behave themselves, let the house function properly. But this is the second time that the house has to be adjourned because of the ruckus, and this time it was the AAP MP who went to the well of the house and started shouting slogans. So this is certainly not acceptable. The house has been adjourned for the second time now. Let's see what happens at 5 p.m. though the treasury benches and also the speaker have been trying very hard to convince the opposition to let the house function properly, but the moment the house assembles, they start shouting slogans and create ruckus, and then the house has to be adjourned. And this is the second time that the lower house has been adjourned.
Absolutely, Vishal. Thank you for those updates from Parliament. Vishal Baristo reporting on the disruptions that are taking place in the lower house of Parliament in the Lok Sabha. There have been disruptions that have been caused by the opposition, as a result of which there have been repeated disruptions and repeated adjournments. The last adjournment taking place at around 4:30 p.m. The House is set to reconvene at 5 in the evening. Let's move on now. The 3-day mega event to showcase the prowess of the aviation industry, Aero India 2021, has begun in Bengaluru. The theme of Aero India this year is Atmanirbhar Bharat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to Twitter, calling Aero India a wonderful platform for collaboration of India's potential in defense and aerospace. In a tweet, PM said, and I quote, India offers unlimited potential in defense and aerospace. Aero India is a wonderful platform for collaborations in these areas. The Government of India has brought futuristic reforms in these sectors, which will add impetus to our quest to become Atmanirbhar. Aero India 2021, the 3-day mega event to showcase the prowess of aviation industry, began in Bengaluru today. Aero India 2021 was inaugurated by Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh and commenced with a flying display at Yelahanka Air Force Station. The Aero Show included flypast and demonstrations. The theme of Aero India is Atmanirbhar Bharat, and many made in India products and platforms such as LCH, Light Combat Helicopter, Tejas Mark 1A were showcased. The Aero India 2021 aims to forge partnerships for FDI in Indian defense corridors. Many leading defense manufacturing firms are exhibiting their latest platforms to grab attention and enter into business deals. While addressing the Aero India show, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh said that the nation is vigilant and prepared to counter and defeat any misadventure to defend our people and the territorial integrity at all costs.
Like many of our friendly countries, India also faces threats and challenges emanating from multiple fronts. India is a victim of state-sponsored and state-inflicted terrorism, which is now a global threat. We have long witnessed unfortunate attempts to employ force to change status quo along our unresolved border. India is vigilant and prepared to counter and defeat any misadventure to defend our people and the territorial integrity at all costs.
Rajnath Singh also said that domestic manufacturing of bigger and complex defense platforms has now become the focus of India's defense policy under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan.
540 exhibitors, including 80 foreign companies, defense ministers, delegates, service chiefs, and officials from more than 55 nations are participating in this event. It reflects the growing optimism of the global community and the level of confidence felt in the emerging capabilities of India. India today offers a unique opportunity in defense and aerospace manufacturing. This opportunity comes as a sangam of rising demand, greater innovation, conducive policy, and a maturing ecosystem in defense and aerospace manufacturing sector.
Rajnath Singh also said that the Government of India has enhanced FDI in defense sector to attract more foreign investment into defense.
Taken many steps to strengthen our security apparatus recently. Domestic manufacturing of bigger and complex defense platforms has now become the focus of our policy under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. We plan to spend $130 billion on military modernization in the next 7 to 8 years. and we are encouraging foreign OEMs to set up wholly owned subsidiaries or enter into strategic partnership with the Indian companies. The government of India has enhanced FDI in defense sector up to 74%, which would act as a catalyst for foreign players to invest in India.
Mentioning India's initiative of a successful COVID-19 vaccination drive, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh also said that India has endeavoured to bring out not one but 2 indigenous vaccines and started the largest vaccination drive to inoculate 270 million people.
Steering through the difficult times of COVID-19 pandemic, India has become a leading nation in the world to protect the precious life of its 1.35 billion people from the pandemic. India has endeavored to bring out not one but 2 indigenous vaccines, Covaxin, Covishield, and stated the largest vaccine drive to inoculate 270 million people. Our concern extends to people across boundaries, under which India offers more than 20 million doses to friendly countries.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also said that Atmanirbhar Bharat has been a vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and LCA Tejas aircraft have been successfully operationalized and inducted into the Indian Air Force, and it is a state-of-the-art weaponry. He was addressing the Chiefs of Air Staff conclave on the sidelines of the Aero India show in Bengaluru this afternoon.
Government of India recent approval for indigenous manufacture of 83 light combat aircraft Mark 1A by Hindustan Aeronautic Limited for Indian Force is affirmation of our faith in the capabilities of our indigenous defense industry. Atmanirbhar Bharat means self-reliant India has been the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. LCA has been successfully operationalized and inducted into Indian Air Force with state-of-the-art weaponry. The capabilities of this aircraft have been showcased to global military experts during the Britain and Langkawi air shows, and the superior performance of this aircraft has impressed aviation experts around the world.
Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhadoria has stressed on the fact that for India, our security challenges are as varied and our geography is as unpredictable as our threats. He said that the Indian Air Force has built bridges of friendship through numerous bilateral and multilateral exercises with a large number of nations who share common values and interests in maintaining peace and stability. He was speaking at the Chief of Air Staff conclave in Bengaluru on the sidelines of the Aero India show today.
For India, our security challenges are as varied as our geography and may I say as unpredictable as our threats. Being in the thick of operations quite often and currently virtually round the clock, the Indian Armed Forces have gained a wealth of experience and expertise over the years, which can be of mutual interest. Indian Air Force has built bridges of friendship through numerous bilateral and multilateral exercises with a large number of nations who share common values and interests in maintaining peace and stability.
The expert committee constituted by the Supreme Court on the farm laws by the central government met at the NAS complex in Pusa in Delhi. The meeting was attended by committee members Anil Ghanwat, Dr. Pramod Joshi and economist Ashok Gulati. The members said that the committee is working impartially and will submit its report to the Supreme Court on time. The committee has held 4 meetings so far. That's it then in this edition of the news. News and updates will continue on DD India. Stay tuned.